On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns.
To kick off for New England.
Andres Borregales ready to get us started. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10.
Come on, come on. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
Throwing to start this game. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. To the air on first down. Sanders. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
So it's second and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Big gain downfield. And he has this down to the 34. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
70, Timberwolf. Come 19, come next, go.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. That's caught. Here's Quinshon Judkins. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Browns first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone on first. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Working out of the gun, Sanders.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They're lining up on the doorstep. Second and goal from inside the 1.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Nineteen tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Sticking to the air with Watson. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on second and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on fourth, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Mustang 19.
Sanders going to throw on 4th. And we get an incredible goal-to-go stand to begin this ball game as they force the incompletion and the turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Right to the air with May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to make it up to about the 11-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
1st down, New England.
So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Again, it's Gibson. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. He will go. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown.
The Patriots get the game's first points here in the 2nd.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Borregales on to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
70 Rangers. Let's go. Hawk, 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
To the air, Sanders. That's complete, David Njoku. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Dragon 6, 2. Go.
Sanders setting to pass. This one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80, Warrior 70. Ready?
Throwing again here, Sanders. Chased out to his right. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. That brings up third down.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
On the move, headed right. Caught by his running back, Judkins. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot? Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a New England first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10 from the 32. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's the pistol snap to May. Throw is caught. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots grow their lead just before halftime.
Touchdown, Patriots.
So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
So up comes May and his offense, going for two.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point
Before that play clock expires, we're going to get a timeout here from Coach Mike Vrabel. And they'll take this opportunity to discuss what's next over on their sideline. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots double their lead to 14.
Browns, nothing. Humphreys Borregales to kick off for New England.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Starting from the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10.
Come on. Set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let go.
It's Sanders out of the pistol. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked off.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did, and boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. May off the play fake. Buying some time left. He's on the run. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Rayshon Jenkins makes the play. And the Browns are finally stopped on the return, but they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out.
Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for first and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
May. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They get 23 on that one. And that's a New England first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They give now to Henderson. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Corey Gallis connects, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile till they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
Andy Borregales to kick off for New England.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And no luck, the Patriots are there to recover. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the 3rd quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
This is Henderson on 2nd down. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Made now, 3rd and 2. Flush down out to his left. He's making a bid for it. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. A gain of 26 yards there. And the Patriots will have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Slot man in motion left. We give here to the motion man. Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry.
The stop made by Myles Garrett. A gain of 9